All right, good morning, everyone. Court will resume with the April 4th, 2022 docket. We're on YouTube, and I have here F4472-19-4 in the interest of Gilberto Perez III.
Good morning, Your Honor. Fela Olivares for Talia Salazar.
Hey, morning.
And my client should be on the screen. She was having trouble getting on, but
Probably Zoom
Renee
user.
Gomez. Yes, Renee Gomez here for Mr. Gilberto Perez III.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to get the Zoom user to come in. I think that may be your client.
let me check and see if she's there. Sometimes we get to see them, but no, view. No, there's nobody. There, the Zoom
Back
user.
on, let me see.
She's to unmute and she needs.
All right, you need to unmute and see some and need some video.
She speak English.
Does she speak English, Miss Olivares?
Yes.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Talia. Miss
Adia?
Salazar. Talia
Talia.
Salazar.
Talia, you need to unmute and you need video.
Talia Salazar. Okay. And the Mr. Gomez's client,
Mr. Gilberto Perez, he's next to me, Judge.
Gilberto Perez. Okay.
I'm
Junior.
texting her. Put on video and unmute.
Right. And what are we set here for, folks?
Your Honor, it is my petition. I have a petition and Mr. Pete did send me a copy of the tax return. I got in the
Okay.
email. It's a petition to modify, Your Honor. Usually Mr. Perez is not in town when they pick, there's Talia, Your Honor.
Okay.
But I think that she's frozen.
Okay.
Your Honor, and Mr. Perez is not in town when he picks up the child. And the mother, he sends all these people. And I'm also, in my petition, I have, you probably need to hear a little bit from them, a history of family violence. I do have an increase in child support. This would be our first request for temporary orders, Judge. And the only request that I would have now, so attorney and I can have an opportunity to do our discovery and maybe work out, talk and see if we can negotiate, is that I would want, if he's going to visit the child, he needs to go himself. There's a lot of problems being caused by the parents and sisters, and everybody wants to be involved. So that's where we are right now.
Okay. When was the divorce?
It's a SAPSR, Your Honor. I don't think they were ever married. It's a child support review order that I'm modifying from August 27th to 2019. They have one child, Gilberto Perez III.
Okay.
And he will be 4 in August 14th.
Okay, so he's currently 3 years old.
Yes.
All right. And you're saying there's problems with the pickup and drop off?
Yes, Judge. We were requesting supervised visitations. There's issues of when they were living together. Of course, Talia had to redo herself of all the bruises and injuries she had on her face and arms. And he does have a drinking problem. And we're saying that he poses a physical, emotional, and mental well-being on the child. And we don't have a problem with him having the first, third, and fifth Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. But him. And then when the child, I'm wanting to kind of face in the child, Judge, when he turns 5, then if everything goes well, then he can go overnight with his father. But at this point, there has been a lot of problems. The child is very emotional. And that's why we're requesting that, Your Honor. At this point, obviously, that we probably need to do discovery, but who better than Talia to tell you?
Okay. Mr. Gomez?
Yes, Judge, everything that I've heard from Ms. Olivares is just something fictional. Mr. Perez has been visiting. He was laid off in June of last year, Judge, and their visitations have always been very pleasant. He and his grandma and his mother have gone drive from Brownsville all the way to Donna to pick him up on the first, third, and fifth weekend. And there've been occasions where they've the grandparents who have custody for Miss Talia, they said, okay, we'll keep him for a week or 2 weeks, and that's been no problem. They have no recorded incident reported to anybody, Hidalgo County or to the police department or anything of incidents occurring. Mr. Perez works for Amfeld, which requires a criminal background to be clear. His mother works for as a provider. She has to have a clear record, criminal record. And the grandmother works for the federal government. She has to have a clear criminal record. She has to be in compliance with all of that. And they do, and they've had pleasant visits throughout the whole thing. Mr. Perez has a clear record. He has no drinking problem. He has no problem visiting with the child. The child has enjoyed the visits. In fact, what's her last name? Perez. Ms. Perez has, and I've given all this to Ms. Olivares. I've emailed it since last week, and only this morning was the income tax records that Mr. Perez brought this morning. But we've had incident reports where they have not been allowed to see the child, and they just call the police and say, "Hey, we're here. We're supposed to see him, but they won't let us," and that's it. And they go friendly. I mean, it's unfriendly that they don't let the child go with them, but they just pick up and leave. And so they've been doing all of this perfect until just this, all of a sudden they got hit with this TRO. Nothing has been brought up to the attention of law enforcement. They have avoided any kind of problems with the other party. In fact, they thought everything was good.
Judge, and that's why we need to do discovery, because he's alleging something different, that everything's good. We wouldn't have filed anything. She wouldn't have paid me all this good money. The problem was that the grandparents want to keep the child, and they didn't want to return the child last October. And that's when she came to see me. I just was so busy that I wasn't able to file it until now. But there is a problem.
Okay. What is the current visitation schedule right now?
The current, Judge, is the old standard, the first, third, and fifth let me see, weekend of the month. I have it here, the child support. Because the child turned 3, then he started going overnight. Yes, they had 6 p.m. from first, third, and fifth Friday until the following Sunday. The old one. Standard.
Okay, so right now, if I'm gonna hear mom and dad testify, who are the grandparents that are going to be testifying so they can tell me some other stories? Because it's going to be, everybody's he said, she said. I need to know.
Absolutely right, Judge.
Give me some police officers, give me some neighbors, give me some. I have no evidence to move anything here until I hear the evidence.
Judge, can you address Ms. Salazar just a little bit so the court will know, and then I guess Mr. Gomez too, and that way you're right. We do need to bring the grandmas and a police officer. We do have police reports. Right.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you wanted me to modify the visit. I guess you're going to be working on the income, right? Because that's you got information there.
Yes.
But if you want me to change this thing from standard to something else, like supervised, well, I got to hear evidence from outsiders. They're each going to give me their story. I want to hear the grandparents testify.
Yes, and you're correct, Judge. What I would like is to get another extension on my TRO until the judge hears the evidence. I don't know if Mr. Gomez is here or if he's out working, if he's out of town.
Well, I'm here in my office in Brownsville, Judge, and Mr. Perez he had a broken arm and he just got it, took the cast off last week, and he's going to begin to work for Manfeld Monday again.
Well, that's what I'm asking about, Mr. Gomez, not about you, Mr.
I'm sorry. And where does Mr. Perez work?
In Amfeld's here in Brownsville, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Amfeld's AM.
Okay, so he's not.
Why doesn't he pick up the child then? He sends his mother, and then she wants to keep the child and not return.
That's never happened. Never happened. That just never happened, and he's authorized to send.
It has. I'm telling
you. But it happened in October, man. That was a long time ago.
Well, it happened in October. There's a lot of things that have been happening, Judge. I just mentioned that incident because it's in my pleading. But
What I'm saying right now is if I'm gonna hear evidence right now, I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere because I need to see I need to hear from the grandparents. I need to hear from any police officers that went out there or something, a neighbor. I mean,
Okay.
I cannot just arbitrarily, I think, change things around without hearing evidence.
No, and I understand, Judge. I know how the court likes to hear the witnesses. We do have the parents, if you want to hear that, start with the parents, and then we can bring the, stay the hearing until we bring in the grandparents. I mean, we have the parents of the child, the father and mother.
Right. Well, it's gonna be allegations going back and forth. I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
anywhere with
that's
that.
true.
I think I just need to hear are both sets of grandparents available?
Yes,
Uh,
mine are available.
My mother's here.
The mother is here, but the grandmother is not here.
Okay.
I mean,
need
the
to hear-
grandmother,
I want to hear everybody. So,
Okay. You
well,
want to give us another date, Judge?
but when was the last time Mr. Gomez saw Gilberto
It's-
III?
well, Mr. Perez.
Let
I'm
me-
sorry, Mr. I'm sorry, Mr.
Oh,
Gomez.
Mr. Gomez is the attorney.
Mr.
Yes,
Gomez.
Rene
Mr.
Gomez.
Gomez is the
It's on
attorney,
his
right?
name. On his name.
No, I know that his name is under him. That's why.
Yes, we were
think it's him.
confused.
I
Apologize for
see the
that.
confusion.
it's because he's here. He's in my
He's
office.
there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Klein is Mr. Gomez is in Mr. Gomez's office. Okay,
Right.
Mr. Perez. Who? Forgot what I was gonna ask now.
It's Mr. Perez.
When was the last time you saw the child?
Yes.
Last time I saw a child was about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let me temporarily do some kind of like when is the next visit? It's first, third, and fifth, right?
Yes, Your Honor. We were requesting Saturday and Sunday, like 10 to 6, with no overnights until we come back. The
Okay.
same first, third, and fifth weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 in the morning to 6 p.m. just to return the child, and that way until the judge hears all the information, all the
Okay.
evidence, I should say.
And Mr. Gomez?
Well, we're requesting overnight, Judge, because it's pretty strenuous on them to drive all the way from Brown to pick them up, because the other party does not will not convenience them by meeting halfway or anything like that. And 10 to 6, I mean, it's just, and then go back the next day or 10 to 6 again. It just doesn't make sense, especially when this has been going on fine.
Well, there's serious allegations, Judge, and it does make sense if he wants to see the child. If he doesn't want to go, well, he doesn't want to go.
Okay, we have a TRO in place right now?
Yes, Your Honor.
No, what? Oh,
Yes,
well,
we
yeah.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
my TRO, yes.
Okay. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We either extend the TRO, we see nobody, or we at least do something temporary. Like we can come back. I want to come back like in less than 30 days. So it's not a big deal, like maybe 2 weekends and then
Right.
come back again. But I want to hear everybody because otherwise, if I just hear him, mom and dad, I ain't gonna get nowhere.
Are there grandparents? Do they?
By experience, yes.
Okay, do the grandparents need interpreting?
No,
Yes, my grandparent does. The mother and needs,
right,
an interpreter.
Right. We do not, Judge.
There,
Okay,
because it's gonna take.
okay. All right.
I can be short and write those questions down for the maternal grandmother. That way we
Mhm.
don't take so long.
Mm,
Well, then when there's cross-examination, that takes long.
yeah, then there's cross. Yeah, we gotta do some cross.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Need to have
can you get your own interpreter, Miss Olivares?
their new.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll have to find
You didn't sound
one.
you didn't sound too excited.
I know,
yeah.
but I
uh,
like Rick, the way he interprets.
Cool.
Rick?
No, Rick's not the interpreter either.
Oh, better. Excellent. No, hombre, qué bárbaro. No, I don't need an interpreter. That's perfect.
Well, you don't need it, but I don't. So anyway,
We'll be short
give me
and
a date.
sweet.
Okay.
Paper
I'm looking at May 3rd.
May 3rd.
May 3rd,
Either.
Let me
10
just,
a.m. Well, let's see
Let
what
me just-
Mr. Gomez.
bring me
let's see
the
what Mr.
calendar,
Gomez has.
Rita. Yes, let me
May
check it, Judge, because I have
What
those
day- what day
federal
of the week is
cases
that?
that they,
A Tuesday? Let me put a Tuesday.
thank you. Is
It's
that
a Tuesday.
There?
We're
A
gonna need
Tuesday?
the whole day.
Gee,
Okay.
it looks like we can eat the whole day, so I'm gonna set the whole day for you guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
that'd be good. Judge. May
It'll
the
be the
3rd is
whole-
fine. May the
I
3rd is
do-
fine for me, Judge, at
At
10.
10 a.m. Right. And then I think we'll have
Okay,
lunch. and then come back and
Judge, I have, if we can start at 10:30, that'd be better because I have, what is it? Rio Grande City, 229th. I do have a federal jury selection, but I'm gonna continue that, so that won't be a problem. And Jacqueline Alvarado is a pretrial in County Court 10. So I'd be ready by 10:30. Is that okay, Judge? And then I don't have nothing in the afternoon.
Okay.
There with the morning.
Okay, and then 10:30. Let's do 10:30 then.
Thank you, Judge.
Hopefully we'll hear the parents first at 10 in the morning.
Yes,
Then in the afternoon, give me the.
we can do the, yeah. You
Give
want to
me
hear
the-
the grandparents first?
No, I think the parents first.
The parents first. Okay.
Yeah, get the parents first, mom and dad, and then we'll go. Yeah. Oh man. So,
And meanwhile, we didn't get to talk, Mr. Gomez and I, the last time, but we can talk prior to.
okay, Miss Olivares, I think
Yes,
we're
sir.
we are gonna need an interpreter.
Okay. All
Okay,
right. We'll
Please,
get one.
please find somebody.
Yes, I
And-
will find someone.
And let me see
I'll
what
tell
else.
Mr. Gomez who it is because if it's not certified, it's hard to find these interpreters, but if they're
Okay,
good.
now. Okay, so then, but let's do something like, even if it's not overnight, right?
Mhm.
Temporarily then, because we
Yes.
May 3rd, you need to see the child. You said every Saturday and every Sunday?
Yes, every Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 6. That way they don't. And what we can do, Judge, for those 2 times, let me speak to my client. I don't know that she keeps getting off of Zoom. I think that,
Well, I don't know if she's there or not, but
yeah, she was on a few minutes ago. But then there she is. I hear her.
are you there?
She needs video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't have video, but
Where's your video, Talia?
yeah, but if it's gonna
It
be,
should be on. It's actually on.
Well, next time I'll have her come to my office, Judge. That way we don't have a problem.
yeah,
Your
that'd be
Honor,
better.
yes, in my pleadings, I had requested that 10 to 6 for the father,
I think it should be a little bit earlier because a long trip from Brownsville to Donna.
Saturday and Sunday, whatever. If they want it earlier, fine, but the child is 3.5. They sleep late, Judge. I have a 3.5 grandson. And he sleeps till 10:30. It's 10 to 6, okay?
Judge, is there some way, if they're accommodating that at 10 to 6, is there some way that her clients can drive halfway and meet them at the what do you call it? What's that place? Outlets, at the outlets?
The outlets in Mercedes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. The outlets
Let's
in
do,
Mercedes.
let's do
There's
the
a
outlets.
Whataburger there. There's a Whataburger that's always open.
Yeah, the
Is that
Whataburger.
okay? Whataburger?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do
10
a
to
little
6.
interim order,
Yeah.
Judge. So we
10 to
can-
6, let's do that temporarily, 10 to 6 at Whataburger.
Every
Mercedes.
weekend?
Every first,
yeah,
third,
every
and fifth weekend.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Judge,
Yes, sir.
he was asking me, they're requiring just the father to pick him up? That's a little bit inconvenient if he's working and.
That's
Amsterdam.
fine, that's fine, because there's no overnights anyway. He can send his competent adult.
Okay,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Let me
Okay.
see, first, third, and fifth weekend. So this weekend was a 1,
so this
2.
will be the first case we're gonna take in person? Okay,
Okay,
I've been doing work out of the court all this time. And it seems to me that this should be the first case we're gonna do in person at the courthouse. What do you think?
well,
Yeah.
It would be the first case, but
maybe we can do it after lunch in person. Well, because remember, I have those 3 cases that I want to finish in Zoom, and then,
then you wanna finish those 3 cases, then zoom into the courthouse, right?
pues,
That'd be too much for you then.
because that's why I was asking for 10:30, because I have,
Yeah.
just to make an announcement in federal
Okay.
court.
Okay, we'll leave it alone. We'll do it Zoom.
Okay, great.
But then you can order, Judge, then you can order us after lunch to go over there.
No. I think we'll just start at 10:30.
Okay, okay. Remember, it's only temporary orders.
Okay.
It's not final.
Okay,
okay?
it'll be May 3rd, 10:30,
Yes.
via Zoom.
Yes, okay. I'll submit the order, then I'll put it in the interim order, that.
Right.
the
And for
setting.
right now, temporarily, he will pick up, or his designee will pick up the child at the Whataburger outlets.
Yes.
Starting on April the 9th at 10 o'clock then, and every other Saturday and Sunday.
There we go.
Yes,
Okay,
There you go.
fantastic.
That'll work. Okay, that's the. And meanwhile, Mr. Gomez and Ms. Olivares, please try to work it out.
I will, Your Honor. Last time we didn't talk, but I did give him my cell. Did you get my cell, Mr.
Okay.
Gomez?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I did
Okay.
call, but, and I don't,
Well, text me, that's you. That way I can contact you.
Okay.
All right, try to work it out.
Thank you. We will, Your
Okay.
Honor. Thank you so much. And Talia will be here with me. That way she